Ever wondered if it's possible to make a cake in just 8 minutes? Well, it's time to put your curiosity to rest. We're embarking on the Quick Cake Challenge, where we'll be making a scrumptious cake in less time than it takes to boil pasta. We're not talking about any ordinary cake either, but a delightful, mouth-watering confection that's sure to impress. So, if you're ready for this whirlwind of a baking journey, buckle up, because you're about to learn how to whip up a delicious cake in less time than it takes to watch a sitcom. The first step to any baking endeavor is gathering the right ingredients. Let's start with the cake mix. This is your foundation, the backbone of the cake. It contains the flour, sugar, and leavening agents that give the cake its structure and sweetness. Next, we have eggs. They're the binding agents that keep everything together. They also add moisture and richness to the cake, making it soft and fluffy. Then there's the oil. It plays a crucial role in ensuring your cake is moist and tender. It also helps to evenly distribute heat throughout the cake during baking, giving it a uniform texture and color. Finally, we have water. It might seem like a simple ingredient, but it's essential. Water helps to combine all the ingredients together, ensuring a smooth and homogeneous batter. Each ingredient has its own role to play, and together they work in harmony to create a perfect cake. With these ingredients ready, you're all set to start the baking process. Now that you've got all your ingredients, it's time to mix them together. This is where the magic really starts to happen. In baking, the art of mixing is not just about combining ingredients. It's about creating a symphony of flavors, a harmony of textures, and a masterpiece that's not just a treat for your taste buds, but also for your eyes. So let's get started. Take your cake mix, eggs, oil, and water. These are the core ingredients you're going to need. But remember, it's not just about tossing them all in a bowl. There's a method to this madness. Start with the cake mix. Pour it into a large bowl, making sure you get every last bit. This is your base, your foundation. Next, crack in the eggs. This is the binding agent that holds your cake together. Be sure to break the yolks and mix them well with the cake mix. Then pour in the oil. The oil gives your cake that moist, soft texture we all love. Lastly, gradually add the water. The water will help to dissolve the cake mix and make your batter smooth. Now it's time to mix. But don't just stir it around. You want to mix thoroughly, ensuring every ingredient is well incorporated. Use a whisk and mix in a circular motion. This will help to prevent lumps from forming and give your batter a smooth, velvety texture. Remember, the consistency of your batter plays a crucial role in how your cake turns out. It should be smooth and flowing, not too thick or thin. If it's too thick, your cake may turn out dry. If it's too thin, your cake may not hold together well. While you're mixing, take a moment to appreciate the transformation happening right before your eyes. The ingredients, each with its own unique properties, are coming together to create something entirely new. And just like that, you've got a perfect cake batter ready to bake. It's time to preheat your oven and get ready for the next step. The aroma of a freshly baked cake is just moments away. Stay tuned and let's continue this baking journey together. With your batter mixed and ready, it's time to bring in the heat. The next step is a crucial one, as it involves the transformation of your batter into a light, fluffy cake. Let's start by preheating the oven. This is a step you shouldn't skip, as it ensures an even temperature throughout the baking process. For this particular cake, we're aiming for a moderate oven temperature. Set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. While this might seem a bit low, it's the optimal temperature to ensure your cake rises evenly and doesn't burn. While your oven preheats, let's turn our attention back to the batter. It's time to pour it into a cake pan. But before we do, let's take a moment to prepare the pan. You want to grease it well to prevent the cake from sticking. You can use butter or oil, but make sure to cover every nook and cranny. If you're feeling extra cautious, you can also line the bottom of the pan with parchment paper. Now pour your batter into the prepared pan. The batter should fill about 2/3 of the pan, leaving room for the cake to rise. Smooth the top with a spatula to ensure an even surface. Once your oven is preheated, it's time to slide the pan into the oven. Position it in the center of the oven for the most even heat distribution. Now, set your timer. For a cake this size, you're looking at about 25 to 30 minutes of baking time. And that's it. You've done your part. The heat of the oven will do the rest, transforming your batter into a delicious cake. It's a process that's as fascinating as it is mouthwatering. Now, all you need to do is wait for the magic to happen. While it may be tempting to continually check on your cake, resist the urge. Opening the oven door can cause the temperature to drop and your cake to sink. So sit back, relax, and let the oven work its magic. The scent of fresh cake fills the air. It's time to see if our 8-minute cake is a success. As the oven door swings open, a wave of warmth and the irresistible aroma of baked goodness greets us. This is the moment we've been waiting for, the culmination of our 8-minute baking journey. It's time to retrieve our creation from the heart of the oven, the final test of our culinary prowess. Now, the extraction process is crucial. We need to be careful not to disrupt the cake's structure. The ideal tool for this job is a long, thin skewer. It's more than just a piece of wood. It's our key to deciphering the cake's inner secrets. Slowly, we insert the skewer into the heart of the cake, penetrating the warm, golden crust. This is the time to hold your breath, to anticipate, to hope. As we pull the skewer out, we scrutinize it carefully, looking for any traces of uncooked batter. A clean skewer is a sign of triumph. It means the cake is perfectly baked. But what if the skewer isn't clean? Don't despair. A few crumbs clinging to it are okay. It means the cake is moist, not undercooked. But if the skewer comes out with wet batter, it's a sign that the cake needs a little more time in the oven. A perfectly baked cake should have a golden brown crust, a soft and spongy texture, and an enticing aroma. It should spring back when lightly touched, another sign of its readiness. Remember, baking is both an art and a science. It's about precision and patience, about understanding the subtle cues that your cake gives you. It's about striking the perfect balance between time and temperature, between ingredients and technique. And there you have it, a delicious cake baked in just 8 minutes. Who said baking had to be time-consuming? Every slice of this cake is a testament to the magic that can happen when we combine simplicity with speed. It's proof that baking doesn't have to be laborious or time-consuming. It can be quick, easy, and incredibly satisfying. And there you have it, a delicious cake baked in just 8 minutes. Who said baking had to be time-consuming? We've seen it all, from unveiling the ingredients, mixing them up, to sliding our mix into the oven, and finally the moment of truth. Simple, right? This process is not only easy, but also a fun way to satisfy your sweet tooth. So next time you're craving something sweet, remember that a delicious cake is just 8 minutes away. Happy baking!